Good morning and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Saturday and it is build day 52. Build day 52 at the construction out at FELIZ. Today I have to get in very quickly. I'm running late, but there's a 9 o'clock meeting and it's concerning waste disposal or something like that. Some new process that they're doing out at the subdivision. So I have to run out there, so no babbling on this morning. So anyway, construction today, same as usual, trying to close up all these loops with this beam reconstruction. So let me give Dog a quick treat and then head on out quickly to the job site. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning, what you got this morning? Oh, fire truck. Oh, neat! See you later. Hey, good morning, Michelle. Magandang umaga. I would love to talk. I am late. I have a meeting, a 9 o'clock meeting at the 10.
Today?
Yes, so I will talk to you on the way back.
Okay.
All right, have a wonderful morning. See this. Good morning. You got the whole family working with you today, Jimmy?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Whole family, sir.
The whole family.
One for one, one for all.
That's right, that's right. So anyway, I am back from the meeting, and what the meeting I had to go to for the development here was actually about waste management. Because right now the development is managing their own waste, and the city came and got involved and stuff like that and said they need to do a better job. Basically, they're making their own reclamation, recycling type of a facility. Or the other option is having a private company come in, which a lot of communities around here do that, and they haul out the trash. And everything is separated, biological and non-biological type trash inside there. So that's what it was. But it was sort of like a lot of things that happen around here. It was like the horse or the cart before the horse scenario. Is this actually all this part of the meeting? It was all premature for us to actually go. It should have been discussed with the developer, and they should have come up with recommended options, recommended solutions, and then come to the homeowners, and we have like a general meeting, and then we make a determination based on environmental factors and based on cost and things like that. So that was our recommendation, and they're going to go back to the developer and talk with them a little bit, and then we'll have a follow-up meeting. So anyway, the guys here are again, they're working, doing the same thing that they were doing yesterday, which was the same thing they were doing the day before, and the same thing they're going to do tomorrow and the next day. But everything's looking good. It's about their 10 o'clock, 10:30 break time. So I'm actually going to go back up to Bahikubo, and I opened up my box from yesterday, and I'll show you what I got. So anyway, I posted the question yesterday and I put the box up there and I said, well, what do you think's inside the box? So I got a lot of good replies, and some of you guys nailed it and some of you guys came close to nailing it. And there were a lot of things like routers and switches and cables and drones and all kind of things like that. So anyway, what I picked up the drone. I went ahead and got the DJI Phantom 4 Pro Pro Plus. Little booklet for it, and I thought this would be a good feature to use and a good accessory to use for a lot of the filming that we do here. And I think in the long run, as the site develops and you get to see it from a perspective, from some aerial views, because we did the one when Adrian and Connie came and we used his Phantom Pro, I think it was a Phantom 4 Pro also, and when we used his, I was amazed, and it was stunning, the video that we got from that. And this can also be used for a lot of different things, and probably if I can figure out how to get it calibrated and registered, because this one you just can't boom jump into it and fly according to the manual. You actually have to register with DJI, and then you have to make it connect both the remote controller and the unit itself, the drone itself. You have to have it register and go back, and then I think you're able to do it. So I got to figure all that out. I'm gonna try to do it using my little smart portable Wi-Fi device. See if I can get that done. So let me see if I can do that and see if I can be successful, and I'm going to take it out for a test spin. Well, anyway, let me tell you what you get in the box when you actually order these things. You get, of course, you get the box, and inside the box comes the drone itself, and then this is the battery. The battery is actually, I think it was inside it when it came inside. So you get the battery, the drone, the props for the drone are inside a little bag. You get the remote controller, you get the charging unit, and this charges both the battery and it charges the remote control, and you can do those simultaneously. Then you get a couple of USB cables. You got one here and one here. I gotta read what all of these things do. And then you get a few manuals inside there, quick start guide, safety and guidelines, and something else for the battery inside here. But pretty simple package. It looks like it's going to be pretty intuitive. I looked through the manual some last night, and it doesn't look that difficult, but it has some really great features inside here, especially for somebody who might crash things really easy like me. It's got some really good avoidance and sensors and things like that, and everything fits inside the box. And the box is actually a nice carrying case that you have, and you got the little locking mechanism on the front, and you actually use this to carry. It's very, very lightweight, and they did a nice job putting this together for the market. So let me go to the next step. Well, okay, I did the activation. I was able to do it through my little smart Wi-Fi for for the drone, and it activated. But you don't need very much to do an activation. It's basically your username and a password that you have to do the activation for the device and the remote control. And it went through fine, but then it comes up and says, I have an inconsistent firmware version between the device and something else, probably the controller and the drone itself. So there's no way I'm going to use and it says push to do an update of the firmware. And there's no way I'm going to try to do an update on for firmware on anything on a very inconsistent network connection, which is my little Wi-Fi device. It's very, very slow. Pages have problems refreshing, things like that. So I'm going to run back to the apartment, connect up to my fiber, and push the firmware update. I would really like to test it out today, do a check flight. It has different modes inside there. One is beginner's mode. In beginner's mode, you can only go so many meters or so many feet high, and it's a small radius that you have. That way the drone doesn't get away from you and you go crazy and you can't find your drone or anything like that. So, and it's got a beginner's, it's got a tutorial where you can actually do like a flight simulator. I played around with that for a little while, but there's still a few things that I'm unfamiliar with, and before I actually take it up, I want to have a little bit more of a warm fuzzy that it's not going to crash or anything like that. I don't have any spare blades. I don't have a spare battery or anything like that. So let me go do that firmware upgrade, and then I'm going to bring it back here and see if I can't get it in the air. So what I did was I went over Henry's place, and Henry kindly let me use his Wi-Fi over there, and I was able to do the firmware update. And there was more than firmware. There was like all kinds of software that had to be updated. So it did everything. It said it's the latest version of everything. So I got all that done, and it was pretty painless, very fast when you're on fiber. So I got that taken care of, and now let's try a test spin. All right, first flight. Let's see how this works. Well, anyway, it's 4:57. It's like 5 o'clock. These guys are going to be getting off anytime, and they're going to be off for the weekend. I just caught up on all the comments. I didn't do a Pi Kubo time because there were way too many comments today. And also, my day was really full with unpacking and charging and doing the software and everything for the drone. That took up quite a bit of the day today. But I've been watching these guys. Of course, I sit right here, and then I watch everything that goes on over here. And I do some spot checks every now and then, so everything is looking really good. We're at that stage. Once they fix that critical error in the design of the beam reinforcement, and they understand that, and I've been checking them, then we're good to go. I can spend more time on doing other things up here. And of course, I had that meeting this morning for the waste management thing for the subdivision. So anyway, I am actually kind of caught up right now, and I'm going to do one more spot check with these guys, and then I'm going to be tearing things down here to head back to the apartment. So let me see how things are going over here, and then we'll finalize for the day. So the end to another successful day and another successful week. We had our little roadblock, we got over that hump, and we're doing really good right now. I'm very happy with today's progress. Again, not much more, but this is Saturday. The guys have a day off tomorrow, and next week they should be finalizing most of the beam work, and they'll be finishing up on all the form work that goes around it. And it's not going to be too much longer before we get to the state where we're actually going to be dropping some more cement, and that's going to be a very exciting time. I haven't talked with my builder just to find out. How are you? I haven't found out when we're actually going to be doing that. I don't want to push them right now. So I hope you enjoyed the drone footage. It was my first time. I don't have a driver's license yet for a drone. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just keeping it local. I'm in beginner mode. I'm not doing very high, and I got to do some research because I actually ran out of SD card space today. I don't know why. I did some earlier and did a bunch of videos, and it was all good. Then I did one short one. I actually had some more good stuff that I wanted to do, but I kept getting this warning that said card full or something like that. I really need to read the manual. A lot of times I don't like read the manual. I like going VFR direct to fun. And that's kind of what I did today, and I did. I had fun with it, and but I will get better. Like everything, you do it enough times, you get better, or you should. Well, I'm going to conclude it right here. Monday, which will be build date 53 on the schedule here at Villa Feliz, will be not much more of this. I'm thinking about 2 more days at the most. 2 more days of our rebar structural support forming for the beams. And then we'll be getting into woodwork, and then once we get into the woodwork, I'll ask my contractor when we're actually going to do a pour, when he plans on doing a pour. So anyway, tomorrow, do not forget, tomorrow is Sunday, and Sunday I am invited over to David and Ria's house over in Mount Malariah. They're selling their house over there, and it's right on the golf course. They're I don't know what hole they're on, but their house is really unique and very beautiful, and I'm going to showcase their house tomorrow. And if I can figure this drone thing out, where I can do a little bit better flying than I did today on this one. Right, this was just an experiment today, but I want to bring it over to their place as well, because the design that David made for his place, it's absolutely phenomenal. We'll plan on that, and then Monday we'll be back to building here at Villa Feliz. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, you found it informative, you found it entertaining, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you haven't subscribed, just click on that little heart that says My PI Dream down at the bottom right hand side of your screen, and every time I push a new video, you'll get an email alert to let you know that we have a new video. So until tomorrow, which is Sunday, you have a wonderful day.